Hey guys, this is Matt New Haven Moderator here. So you're looking at a Baltimore Ohio Alco PA. It is an 8 scale model, obviously. Got it at the hobby shop for like 22 something. It's a Athearn bluebox. One of the horns is kind of wonky on it, and the interior window wasn't set right, so I put a little bit of cement on it, and there you go. Gonna do a tear it down a little bit, do some maintenance, grease it, oil it, and get it running. Looking at something that's really unique here. It's the brass bearings. Instead of being in the center, if you look at any Athearn locomotive, they have the gears like this, and then they had the brass bearings on the other side of the gear, and then they had the wheel on the outside. Well, this, they had the brass bearings here up underneath the metal truck. Metal truck conducts power, so it goes from the wheels to the brass bearings to the truck and into the locomotive. So let's do a takedown of this apart. I gotta get the front coupler off first, so that way when I take the shell off you can't get it. This is from about 1979 from what I've looked up online. Baltimore, Ohio did not have any Alco PAs in their fleet at all, as I was told by another YouTuber, Trainman 1993. He's like, they didn't have them in Ohio. I was like, really? I didn't know that. So it was educational. So here it is on the track here. Let's get on the track. Now, for being a 12-wheel drive locomotive and being fairly heavy, it should pull pretty good for cars. Gonna get it rolling backward. Oh. Really smooth. As you can see, runs pretty good, but could stand to get oil and lube. So let's get the shell off and get us started here. As you can see, you're looking at the chassis inside. It's got 2 brass flywheels. This stupid spring-like thing that Athearn did, I don't like it. It's just my opinion. You can see all the gears. Look at that. Jeez. It was oiled at one time. Okay. So maybe put some grease in it. A little bit of oil and grease. Just let it work its way around. And I'll clean the wheels, because otherwise this is a clean model. Motor looks great. Give me a second here. Alright, let's get this commutator cleaned up. So, get the fiberglass pencil and work the commutator. Hopefully it comes out really nice. There we go. Jeez. Looks better than it did already. Looks like that Athearn blue box that I showed earlier, the F7A, that was super clean. It never been ran. When you guys saw it, that never ran. Ever. Now this one obviously has had some miles on it, but nothing that I can't handle. I like used locomotives. The new ones are fun, I guess. I don't know. I haven't bought one, technically. Train set wise, I have. But let's clean the gaps. Per SMT mainline. Shout out to him. Because this is one of those things that you overlook. I've also seen DB Tech doing the same thing with his Lionel locomotives. So, drag a little toothpick, clean up the gap, and let's get the grease. I'm going to use the same old stuff that I used on every locomotive. My Harbor Freight Super Lube. Now, I didn't know this in Canada. They don't have Harbor Freight. They have Princess Auto. So that's quite interesting. So a little bit grease. Put it right on the gears. That'll work its way around on its own. Get a little bit on this side. There you go. Figured to give it extra because it's got a lot of gears to travel through. And we'll get this oil. I don't know whether I should put some on this side or not. Yeah, why not? Put it right on this bearing. That bearing. Careful not to get it on the dang motor. If that happens, you're really asking for trouble. And oil these. Because these do, yes, they conduct power, but they do squeak if they get the chance. A little bit of oil. A little bit of oil. Boop. There we go. A little bit on that worm end. A little bit on that worm end. There we go. Now, clean these steel. These are steel wheels. I found out. Actually, it'd be better to do this. Alright. So I had a little trouble getting this locomotive going for a little bit. I had to use a screwdriver kind of like to get it going. Because it's flipped upside down, it's not going to give it good contact. So, did what I can. Otherwise, she runs great now, as you see. Okay, I got most of that done. Pretty much they had a lot of sparks because these things are stainless, or not stainless, they're steel wheels. So, since it's an Athearn blue box, and it's just like the Lifelike Proto 2000, 1000 series, same type of deal, probably something that is rare. Take a look at here. You can barely see it. There's a crack there. Right here. So, get that piece of hair out of there. How the heck did that get in there? Huh. Well, anyways. That's gone. So, this has a problem with the gears cracking, apparently. So, when I was cleaning the wheels, got to this axle, cleaning it, this axle, cleaned it, get to this one, click, 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 click. This one, same thing, get to here, nothing, here, I don't know. think that one is too. Believe so. Believe this one's got a split in it too. That part there is like a slot to show what direction I guess that it's going. But I think there's a split in this one too. This one's okay. So you got good, good, bad, good, good, bad. Otherwise, you know what? Does it do it? No. It does not click when it's running. Except for when you put strain on it. So, let's see what it's like now. They're all cleaned up. Ooh. Heck of a lot better than it was. Well, I'll conclude the video for now. Try to get a video of it running by after I do this. Obviously, I'm going to cut this here and then we'll show it running by. Alright guys, I got my little looper track here, easy track, and my Tech 2 throttle hooked up. Now, for those of you that don't know anything about those Tech 2 transformers, they did have an issue with them years ago. I found out through a Facebook group, one user on there, he literally said that inside there's a transformer that has an issue because they put the wrong one. It's a transistor, I'm sorry. And, well, I didn't see it as an issue. What I did is I took a voltmeter, hooked it up to the leads, and noticed there was power. Well, that's when you flip the switch on, and it's at 0. So what I did is I turned the little pot a little bit until it went dead 0. I may have to do it again because it probably came out of an adjustment, or eventually just get a different controller. This is what I have for now until I get my layout going. It does have the overload protection and all that stuff, but I don't know how well it works. I know it clicks off when it's overloaded. But anyways, so I got my Alco PA on the track here after I did all that maintenance to it. Flip the power. As you can probably hear, it's humming because there's power going to the track from the transformer, even though it's at 0. So let's get it in reverse and hook it up to the little rake of passenger cars that would be compatible to it. Now, the cars you'll see are, get it moving here, come on. They're Great Northern and Baltimore, Ohio. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, got it set now. One of the cars came disconnected. So you got the Alco PA running. Great Northern RPO box, passenger car. It's by IHC. It's got metal wheels. An RP25 flanges, small flanges. Then there's the sleeper car by Rossi. Same with the Baltimore Ohio and the observation car in the back. Those are River Rossi. So, as you look at the Alco PA running right along, kind of a tight radius curve for it. These are 18-inch Bachmann Easy Track pieces. Like I said, it's what I have right now, so. Got her at 80% power, she's running right along. Once you do it full power, a little fast. There's a passenger locomotive. She's meant to go fast, but looks more elegant like this. Nice 65% power. Anyways, let's get her ramped up here. Kill the momentum. Hit the brakes. So, as you look at the Athearn bluebox Alco PA, I did a little teardown maintenance on it since I got it at the hobby shop. Did have an oil in it, but hey, couldn't hurt to put a little bit of grease in it, help it out a little bit more, and clean the commutator better. Have a good day and night. Take care. So guys, I want to say this in closing here. If you see any adverts on my channel, I don't put them on there. I don't have any monetization. I do this as a hobby, as like an education thing. YouTube decides to put the adverts on there, which I don't like the fact that they're getting basically money for it, and I'm not getting nothing out of it. But I also drive trucks, so I'm not worried about it. I do this as a hobby for educational use or whatever. Or, to show something like train running by, or, me taking this apart and cleaning it up and getting it running good. And the price I paid for it, it's well worth it. The F7A with the B unit, I paid, $40 for both of them together. And those box cars that came, that I bought on the side, is well worth the money that I paid for it. Prices have gone up, and you got to realize that. Plus, these were made in America versus the stuff today, where, this is like 40-something years old, and, a little bit of cleanup and maintenance, and it runs beautiful. It's actually over 40. But, heck, the newer stuff, just, quality control's not that great. So, anyways, that's basically it. Have a good day and night.